Good morning. And we are here. We are live with the one and only Janet Reese.
Thank you. Good morning.
Sound effects. I don't know how to make the sound effects, like the clapping hands and the I don't know how to do it. Let me see. I don't know. Visual effects, audio. Yeah, let me see. I don't know how to make the dang, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Chris how to do that. I think it's like another machine. Paul was telling me that we had to get this other machine. And then he bought the machine for me. And then he was like, I don't know, Nina, that might be too much of a learning curve right now because I was too busy.
Oh, God.
But like there's another machine that you can use that connects to your Zoom and connects to the StreamYards and stuff that gives you like these active sounds and things like that. All right. So we're just going to allow some people to come on live. And as they're coming on live, we definitely want them to let us know where they're logging in from, what city, what state, what country they're logging in from. Let's see. I am just looking at my stuff here. All right. Can you hear me well enough? I want to make sure.
I hear you good.
Hold on a minute. Let me see something.
You got it.
I did it. Hold on.
We'll figure it out.
Hold on a second.
See, but we can't hear it. Like, I can't hear it.
Oh, dang. Okay, wait a minute. I wonder if the people on the live can hear it. If you can hear those, can y'all hear that? Hold on. Can y'all hear this? Good morning, Lori Edwards. Could you hear that applause? I need somebody they heard it.
Oh, okay. I just can't hear it. Maybe, for some reason I can't.
It's crazy. Okay. Well, now we know. Pa-dum, toom, boom. We can do it. Hold on. There's so much more. Hold on, my God. So these are all really, these are new. Yeah, these are new because this wasn't, oh, wow. Wait till I tell Paul. Look at this. It's like,
so you see all the sound effects now.
Yes. I kept saying, where are my sound effects? And here they go. All right. So what we need people to do is we need people to definitely share this live. We got something to talk about. Janet, do you have StreamYard?
Yes.
If you click edit at the top, this can go on your page and then you'll be able to put your link and stuff like that.
Okay. Wait a minute. I need to log in then.
That's all right. Yep. We're gonna let her do that. Gonna let her log in, scroll across the bottom, add the banner, show. All right. Good morning, everyone. All right, so we got Venus Blocker, we got Sheila Ingram, we got Tina Earls. I'm so grateful to have you all here with us this morning. We're gonna let Janet log into her StreamYard and then she'll be back with us. But we have some amazing news to share with you all. And we want to interview Janet all right, there you go. And then once you hit, what's this? Just another one? Okay. It got my voice? Or I need
It's on you.
It's on me? Okay. Oh, thank you.
It's you were talking about the mission.
Oh.
Yes, I was showing previews of like everything that you've done to the mission with Super Patch. And it's you.
Thank you. So Janet Reese, brand new. This is our second vice president. And something is going on where she keeps going in and out. All right, Venus, good morning. Good morning to you all. I need everybody. Lori, can you take this link? I can do it. I want you all to share this live.
Okay,
okay, there you go. Now, if you look at the top where it says edit.
Well, it don't show me that. So I'm just going to share it from my Facebook through my Facebook from my other phone because for some reason, every time I hit stream from this to my audience, it logged me out. So I'll just
Oh,
fool with that later.
dang it. I think it may be just on the computer then.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Well, what I'm gonna do is I want to make sure that our team knows we're live. Hold on, I want to share this because I know that this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really, really good. So let me make sure everybody knows that we are
Okay.
live so that they can get on with us and they can share and make sure that as they're sharing, they want to make sure that they give their link out to their guests. So
Okay.
again, we want to make sure you all know that if you see this video on someone else's page, you want to make sure that you get back to the person that tagged you to this video. Okay. So we have with us this morning the one and only Janet Reese. And we want to share your story because your story is powerful. The how you even, got started with us. I don't know, Janet. Now you looking. Now we can't
I
see you.
don't know.
What just
I'm gonna have to
happened?
log out again. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with this
All
thing.
right, that's
Hold
okay.
on.
We can see you right. Yep.
Okay.
And
I think I'm there now. Okay.
oh, there you go. Now we can see
Okay.
you. Okay. All right. Awesome. Janet Reese, you hit VP this past month. You set the goal and you crushed it. You went above VP. You didn't just go over by like 1.2 points, 2, 3 points. But I really want to set the stage so that we can have a conversation.
Okay.
Who you are, why this moment matters, and how your father's breakthrough has changed your life and your leadership. And so I'm honored that you chose me. I actually do want you to talk about why you chose me because we haven't had that conversation.
Right.
But I want you to kind of, talk about why you chose me, why you chose Super Patch. I want y'all to understand when Janet Reese came on board, I reached out and she was like, I just want to retail. I'm just going to retail. And I said, okay. Right. Because that's all she wanted to do. And I'm just not one of them people that's going to push people to do more, even when I know that there's more in them. But I really didn't know Janet. She saw me on social media. She knows me from other companies.
Right.
And she joined, but then something happened. And I want you to kind of talk about the why you joined, talk about the why you chose me and Paul, and then talk about what happened that made you shift from retail to who you are today. Janet Reese.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. So I'm
Oh,
Janet Reese.
hold on. I gotta give you your applause, right? All right. Now you can
Okay.
talk.
Okay, I'm Janet Reese, and I want to give you a little backstory. So I've been watching Nina for a long time in other businesses, and we've actually been in the same room, but we never said anything
Right.
to each other. So that was Mother's Day weekend, and I was in Atlanta. And for some reason, every time I got on Facebook, I seen Nina, her video of I think her name is Irina. She had like a tremor or
Yep.
something. And I was like telling my sister, I don't believe this. This is no way. So I didn't message Nina. I just like
Just
spammed her page and I just kept looking at videos. I even went to YouTube. I'm like, wait, this like I was like, Sean, my sister's name Sean. I said, Sean, I think this could work for Daddy. And she was like, I don't know. And I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna order it just to see. So I went in. I don't even know if I told you this. I kept going in as a customer to
I saw.
order
I
and
saw.
my card would not work. I'm like, what? So I seen become associate. So I said, well, I could get a discount. Let me become associate. And card went through immediately. So I just that whole night I just kept looking and looking at videos, looking at your videos. I was like, if this work, this may be something. I could retail this. That's my mind was just like I may be able to
Right.
retail it. So May the 30th, once they came in, I immediately went to my parents' house and I was like, that I want to record this. I never told him what the patches was going to do because honestly, I didn't think the patches did what it was going to supposed to have done.
Right.
And I put the patches on him, and when he got up, I was like, "Wait, like this really just happened?" Because for years it's been a struggle trying to get him in the tub, just to get him to do anything, because he just couldn't do anything. And once those patches went on here, it's just like I seen something. I was like, oh Lord, I'm about to be a millionaire. Cause I'm just like, how did this happen? And previous when I first joined, joined by default, you was like, you sent me a message and I was like, nah, I just want to retail. Cause that's all my mind was like, if it
Yeah.
worked, I want to retail because it's like being in network marketing, it had got to the point that I don't want to be asking nobody to join anything. I just want to have it and sell it to people if it works. But with this, it's just something different about Super Patch. I've never been in a company that is like everybody's helping everybody. Normally, it's you in, your sponsor get rich off of you, and that's it. But with this and being connected to you, it just was like I've never ever thought about being connected to Nina and Paul, but it happened by default. So I know God meant for this to happen for us to be for me to see your videos, which I've seen several of your videos, but nothing just grabbed my attention like Super Patch. So I got to thank you for even advertising as much as you do because it really changed my dad's life. By changing his life, it changed mine. Normally, I'm at his house about 7 in the morning to help him get his day started. Now, honestly, if I don't go, he's good. He can now get up. Even though my mom is there, she's sick too, so it was hard for her to help him. So now it's just like my life has really changed that I could do what I need to do and don't have to worry about if he need help getting out the bed or going to brush his teeth or anything. So it's just like it is definitely a life-changing thing. It's nothing I have to convince anybody to purchase. Once the patch touch their skin, their whole life change. I don't care what the issue is, it's gonna change. So I thank you. Like I thank you.
Wow. That's
Um,
I remember the day that you put
mhm.
those patches on him. And I honestly didn't know that was the first time. I didn't
Yeah,
know that was like because I remember you saying you sat in the car and you were sitting there like, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm
yeah,
gonna put these patches on him.
yeah.
I didn't realize until this moment that that was the very
That was the
first
first
time.
time. Hmm.
I kind of, because we've had a lot of conversations now about this.
Hmm.
Um, and I only want to touch on this because I want to help other people that may
Right.
be in the same place. I'm
Okay.
not touching on this to talk about anybody because we don't do that. I'm
Right.
not touching on this to bring shine a bad light about say anything bad about this is purely to help someone who might be in the space that
Hmm.
you may have been in. Because
Right.
prior to coming to Super Patch and partnering with Paul and I, there are people that tried to paint a very bad picture of me to you.
Right. Hmm.
How are you able to move past that? Um, yeah, how were you able to move past that and see past what someone had said? Not that I had done anything to you, but the
Hmm.
people that were trying to paint these pictures like I was this other kind of person or whatever.
Hmm.
How are you able to move past that? And how can you, or what would you say to someone else now who may be in that same seat that you were in, hearing negative things, never having a bad experience with me, but what would you say to that person now?
I guess for one, me, I'm not that person just because you're saying that they did this, they did that. I'm not gonna just be like, okay, I'm not gonna never talk to her. Because whatever someone else experience or think their experience is, that's not my experience. So when we finally had a conversation, I was just like, so why would somebody say this? Because I don't see what they see. You know what I'm saying? So me, I just couldn't have a mindset to say, okay, Nina is this way. I can't connect with Nina because this, that, but it just goes to show that we have to get our own feeling. We have to get in a room with the person. We have to have a conversation with the person because all I see is greatness, which is the opposite of things that I have heard about you, which a lot of things that I have heard, I didn't personally believe it because just watching you, I never got that I guess I'll say you're just such a humble person. I think about when you invited us into your home, you didn't know anything about us. And it was like, come. And it was just such a warm feeling that I was like, no, can't nobody tell me nothing about Nina Moore 'cause I know a different person.
Wow, thank you so
So
much.
we just can't, we have to get to know people. That's all I can say. We have to get to know people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that um You know, it's unfortunate, but it goes to show that there's a people have perceptions, and their perceptions are based on their own realities.
Right.
You know, and yeah, I might have shut some people off, but there was always a good reason. If I
Mm-hmm.
closed them out, trust and believe, I placed boundaries because there was a reason. Like what Cardi B say, what is the reason? Right?
Right.
What's the reason?
Right.
Right. All right. So your dad, May 30th, changed his life, but it changed yours too.
Mm-hmm.
You talked to us about what life was like before he got patched. What I love is the why. Like, we don't sell hope, we demonstrate it. We
Right.
don't sell hope, we demonstrate it. And you, Janet Reese, are a force to be reckoned with,
Mm-hmm.
because every single day in your little town,
Mm-hmm.
you are literally demonstrating over and over and over again
Right.
why super patch. Why? So this neurotechnology, which helps the nervous system communicate better.
Mm-hmm.
No drugs, no chemicals, no side effects. I want you to address um the top three doubts. All right, we're going to talk about the top three doubts.
Mm-hmm.
One, placebo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. We're going to talk about timing, right? The timing of this all, because we're not even 3 years old yet, right?
Right.
And the timing. And then we're also going to talk about a lot of people feeling like, well, this is just too good to be true. This is
Mm-hmm.
too good to be true. And we know why they feel like that, but talk about that. You watched your dad, you watched your mom. I know your mom, because we don't really talk about mom
Right.
as
Mm-hmm.
much as dad, because dad's transformation was so, it was like a metamorphosis, and we physically got to see
Mm-hmm.
his, but mom was on a ton of medications.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the whole thing where people say, well, this is just a placebo effect. Can
Mm-hmm.
you want to address that?
Yeah, I will address that because I noticed on my TikTok a lot of people at first that's what they would say, oh, this placebo. Don't look at that. So once I started researching placebo, because I kept hearing it, and I'm just like, okay, so this is real time. When we set up our camera, it's not like with my dad, and because I got a lot of this, that's your dad. You told him to do this. No, I had no conversation because honestly,
You need to
I'm
know.
just like everybody else. I didn't know what to expect. So I just like, that's why you hear so much talking in the background. I was just like talking because it's like, okay, we had no idea this was going to happen. So it's not like I got in his mind to say that this is going to happen to you. Like sometimes when you tell a person, well, you're going to get up and start walking. You have mentally changed their mental mindset. But if I don't tell you anything and I just put a patch on you and you start doing it, how's that a placebo? Because this actually happened. And people got to understand that it's not a mind thing. This is actually happened. Once that braille touch your, well, fingerprint or whatever we want to call it, touch
Right.
that skin, it does send a signal to your brain on how you should be. It's not that I'm telling you how you should be. So that's what we have to understand during a placebo. This is nothing like a placebo. This is something actually happened. Your brain is now controlling your body. So if for some reason you did stop walking, and we're not making medical claims, but if you have the right patches on, more than likely your body can start doing what it needs to do, which is
Right.
normal.
And even if it doesn't happen at that moment,
Yeah,
if you just keep wearing the patches, it will happen. What I love
exactly.
about what Willie, our, one of our newest team members, said is that our brain has become the slave when it was designed to be the master.
Right. Hmm.
That was powerful when
That
he said
is.
it to me we were on
Hmm.
a one of our three ways, because you heard him say we had done multiple three ways
Exactly.
reviews and
Hmm.
things like that, and we still got more to do. But that was the case, that that's the case. Our brain has become the slave, and it's supposed to be the master. One of
Right.
the things, Janet, that I noticed, and then we'll talk more about you. We're gonna go to the team and the money and all of that,
Okay.
but we're not driven by the money. Even
Right.
for the first time in our careers, we're chasing the stories and the money's chasing us.
Hmm.
For the
True.
first time, I mean, literally, I've never ever been in a company where when I've been more concerned with the results. And
Hmm.
now the money is literally just chasing us, right?
Hmm.
Um, but one of the things I really noticed when I was looking at your dad's videos, just from like the 5 days, then like 7 days, and then boom, 15 days. And then is that all of this inflammation? He had a lot of inflammation.
Yeah.
What happened with that? Talk to us about that.
Well, the patch did it because we wasn't doing anything different but placing the patches on him every single day. And it was like, cause I always call him Big Man. I'm like, Big Man, you losing weight. Like, what's going on? But we wasn't changing no eating habits. And all it is, I know that those patches was taking the swelling, the inflammation out of his body by default. So that happened automatically.
So how is he down? And like he looks to me like he's down like 2 sizes, maybe even 3. Like his shirts are way too big.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not for sure exactly. I will say at least two sizes down.
That's insane
Yeah,
to me. So now people need to understand, when there's pain, there's inflammation.
exactly.
When there's inflammation, there typically is
Mm-hmm.
pain.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? There can be inflammation and no pain,
Right.
which
Right.
will tell you why people are having like issues walking and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's good to see. Now, talk to us a little bit about what then happened for your mom, because we got some major stuff that happened for mama too.
Right. So my mom, she has a heart disease, and she have a metal plate. She, so they had to build her chest plate because her arteries, everything was pretty much ate up from, you
Wow.
know, um, so she normally do her nitroglycerin, was doing the nitroglycerin at least 3 to 4 times a day, which is not good. But
Wow.
they can't put any more stents in her. She was on 21 pills. She took 21 pills per day. So now I have her down to 4. I'm gonna just say 4 pills because sometimes it just be 2, but we'll say 4 pills.
Okay.
She also has suffered with seizures and stuff. She haven't had none in years. But with her, I had started looking at her medications. I'm like, okay, this affect your breathing. Most of all her medications didn't mix. So when she take her medication, she have to lay back down because she's nauseated. She's very, very sick after she take it up. Go to sleep at night, get up in the morning, take medicine. Now you're sick. So I just started kind of playing around with it. One day I said it was on a Sunday, and I got to her house, and she was like couldn't hardly breathe. Something I was used to her doing, and she'll
Right.
turn real dark. And I said, "Ma, don't take a nitroglycerin. Let me put a Defend on your chest." I put the Defend on, and I promise you, immediately her color came back. And she was like, "What happened?" Her breathing automatically, because the blood started flowing the way it needed to flow. And she was like, "Oh God, I feel better with this versus the medicine." So I'm not telling anybody to take yourself off your medication. I'm
Right.
just,
Right.
no,
We just
I'm
telling you
just,
what happened. What
yeah, I'm telling
happened.
you what happened with my mom.
Right.
So now I'll even speak on where they put a stent that, well, tried to put a stent in, and they went through her leg. So where they went through her leg, they hit a vein. So her foot is always dark, like no blood circulate. When you touch it, it feel like ice. It's like snake skin on it.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of months ago, well, I say last month, I said, well, we got the Defend up here. Let's try to put Defend on your foot, the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Color came back. She walking better, everything. So with these patches, I'm like, so I don't care if don't nobody else buy the patches. I know I have saved my mom and my dad. That is my main reason why I'm steady telling people about Super Patch. Because if I could see this happening, me not, as they say, placebo, getting in somebody's head, I'm actually seeing it happen immediately once the patch touched the skin. So it's just like with her, oh Lord, I can't breathe. I mean, it was constantly that, like, I don't know what to do. Now I had to call the ambulance, a couple of times. When they get there, they didn't know what to do. So now I'm just like, Mom, let's put a patch on. You get your
Get your
breathing
breathing
together
together
and
and
put your
put
patch
your
on and
patch
you're
on and you're
good.
good.
So
So
anybody
anybody
that
that
having
having
any
any
type of
type of
issue,
issue,
try the
try the
patches.
patches.
I
I
promise you, your
promise
life
your
will
life will
change.
change. Let's show people, because I know there's some people that
Okay.
are brand new to our pages. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know what your dad's story is. And I believe
Right.
this might be like one of the very first videos, I think from like the first 7 days or something like that.
Okay.
I'm going to play this for us, and I want people to kind of see what was happening with your dad.
Okay.
Without the patch on. Try to get up without the patch.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I said.
Kind of try to stand up.
I'm trying to make sure people could see it bigger, but I guess
I got it on frame.
Okay.
Try to walk a little bit there. See how you can move? Okay. You can sit back down. How to get up without your patches on.
look at how much smaller he is right there.
Yeah.
That was basically June,
Okay.
and now that's 1 month later.
Right.
Okay. You need a little help. Sit back down. You're gonna put the patches on. And then I get up.
You just be like, get up there.
Look how you got
Yeah.
up. Go ahead. Do your little walking.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
That without your cane.
Sarah, you need to go to urgent care.
How you feel? You feel all right? See?
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay,
That shirt
then.
is too big. His shirt right
Yeah.
there is too big.
You can sit back down if you want to.
She said he too heavy.
Get your cane. Really need that walker thing because it's higher.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a taller stick.
He's even much better than that now. Like,
Yes, he is.
right. That was
Okay, I
just
just want to
from
get a people
May
update
30th,
that you're doing good.
July 15th. We're talking about
Doing
45
good,
days.
Jane.
Right.
45 days. Look at him.
Doing just
Look at
fine.
him. He said, I'm doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let you walk out
And
there
I'm
in the
not
yard.
gonna know his kneecaps are backwards.
You ain't walked in your yard.
What?
You ain't walked in your yard since you
Yeah.
been in that house.
Wow. So, Janet, I get teary-eyed watching your dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you make it. I don't know how you make it. I would never have makeup on. Like, my makeup would be running all the time, just looking at your parents. I FaceTimed you because I saw that you were in Florida with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
What did that take us through your emotions that day?
I'm not really an emotional person. I'm gonna say that, but let me tell you something. I was telling my sister last week. I said, Sean, you remember? I said, but this before I got knew anything about the patches. I said I had a dream that Dad was walking through the house. Mind you, not he didn't walk for 4 years.
Right.
And when I told her that, she was like, "Girl, you're so crazy." So we was talking about it yesterday because we was like, for us to be able to take him on a trip, which we was like, because we have tried to take him on a trip and we was like, that was too hectic because we had to try to have a wheel. It was just too
Right.
much.
It's a lot.
So I was like, for us to be able to take him to Orlando, for him to walk out the house without a wheelchair, it was just like, how did my dream come true? I was like, it actually came true. I said, because that's all we kept saying. We need him to get back mobile. Because what we seen was my dad being a military strong man to the point that he always took care of us. My mom never worked. He always did everything. And for him to get down where we need to help you go to the bathroom, we had to help him do everything. And it was like, we started seeing a depression. I started seeing him getting depressed. To go at another, Dad, you okay? I'm okay. And it was always a sadness. Now, when I get there, if he don't have his patches on, he was like, "They ain't put my patches on me." I'm like, "Put your own patches on." He's like, now he have to have the patches. That is something he would use forever. Now, have the patches. I want to make this known. The patches has actually corrected a lot of things for him. Okay, but since his kneecaps are backwards, I want him to always wear the patches to give him that stability he needs.
Right.
Because those knees could go out anytime, but since he had the patches on, he's just strong. He's able to walk around. Without it, he couldn't. Now, can he now get up without the patches? Yes. And that's why I'm just like, wait a minute. So the patches is actually correcting him the way he needs to be. It's not just he had the patches on and this happened. Even without the patches on, because he's consistent with it, it has actually made his body stronger by default.
That's
So,
insane to me. Like,
yeah.
I just remember when I saw that he was sitting by the water,
Mm-hmm.
looking out over the water, and you were recording him from the side.
Right.
This feeling of, I don't even, I said yes multiple, I said no multiple times
Mm-hmm.
to Super Patch, to Stanisha. I didn't want to hear it. No, no. Like, Janet, I was just like rude. No, girl, bye. Like, I'm not talking to you about that. I'm not doing another thing. And as I sat there watching your dad, the feeling that came over me was, had I said no, this wouldn't be happening.
Exactly.
And, you know, to look at, and we're thankful and grateful for everything the doctors have done, for
Right.
for what they have done, but
Exactly.
it just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
And to know now that you've given him more years to live,
Mm-hmm.
better stability, his quality of life, but even beyond any of that, dignity. The
Mm-hmm.
one thing for a man, the dignity that
Right.
you gave him, because a man that can't work, can't walk, can't go to the bathroom, can't, like, every time something else happens, that is just literally stripping their
Exactly.
dignity and independence and, all of those things. And so
Mm-hmm.
I needed to paint this picture and for people to understand how we even got here. And it still isn't about the money. Like,
Right.
even though the money is there, this still isn't about the money. So we can move forward now, because at what so this because I'm watching everything happen.
Mm-hmm.
You said, Nina, I'm gonna retail. Boom, your dad has this miracle. Boom, your mom has this miracle. Boom, you're a hairstylist, with you own your salon, and now all these people are coming through your salon with miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you really decided to be a builder. I really believe for you, it just happened.
Happened. It did. It happened because I've been doing network marketing for some years, and building has never been my thing, like focus. All I've just let me get something, retail it, and mind my business. But it was like over here, it happened by default. People just started calling me like, "What's that you in? I need to get in that. Like, how do I get in?" So it just started happening. So I was just like, "Okay, God, what you doing?" Because I said I didn't want to. I just was like, I don't want to fool with none of this stuff. Like, no. But it's like he knew that this is something I needed. I needed this, and
Mhm.
then the connection for him to all these years I knew of you, and for us to connect, and I'm like, okay, God, let me let you do whatever you doing, because it just happened. And I'm so grateful that it happened, and
Me too. You a rock
you know,
star. Me
thank you,
too. You a rock
thank
star for real.
thanks.
So I don't even know where the whole patch, like, God gave, it was a download,
Mm-hmm,
because I said, God, this system has to be super simple.
mm-hmm,
Because we put a patch on somebody, we see a difference. I mean,
exactly.
in it, for 95% of people, we do see an immediate difference.
Mm-hmm,
Even if they don't have full, they're not gonna, let's talk about that.
mm-hmm,
Y'all, people can't expect full recovery overnight. Like,
exactly.
that's not what happened. Although you experience watching your dad get stronger, every day that he wore the patches,
Mm-hmm,
he got stronger and stronger and stronger.
mm-hmm,
Right now, he doesn't talk about the fact that you said he was El Cheapo. I'm just only going to repeat your words. I'm
mm-hmm,
not talking about your daddy.
uh-huh.
You said my dad is El Cheapo. You want to address that?
Lord, y'all, when I tell you he don't want to spend no money, he just want his money to sit in the bank. But he immediately said, "How can I get these every month?" I've been in different business, and it's always give me this, give me that. I'm like, here go you a detox. You need a detox. But with this, he's like, no, I need to buy my own patches. And not only do he just buy them for him, he makes sure he have his own set and my mom have her set, because he don't want to share. And then when people come over to his house, everybody call me Nisa. He go, y'all got to get those patches for Nisa. You got to get some patches. So it's like he's actually helping me work the business, because he knows what the patches did for him. And for him to spend some money, yeah, they work. They work.
Y'all hear that, right?
They work.
Y'all hear that? For him to spend some money, we know
And
they
they
work.
work. Yes.
So, you know, like I said, God gave me the download that we patch, we post, we share, we care, because literally that's all I was doing. You know,
Right.
and as I started to see, starting with Ashley's miracle about
Mhm.
her boys, then from Ashley, then I had Sheila Bell's miracle, and then it was just miracle after miracle,
Mhm.
miracle. And it's funny because that was a season of my life when I kept listening to he performs miracles just like he
Mhm.
said he would. Hey, right. And like I just was listening to that song over and over and over again as I'm now watching God work these miracles,
Right.
and that's the only way that I can explain it. I'm not
Mhm.
making a medical claim. I'm giving
Right.
testimony after testimony after testimony that this is literally what's happening. When I called people like Tracy Weatherall, who's on our team, and I said, hey, I just wanted you to know that I'm making this decision to do this with these patches because I'm seeing these miracles happen. And Tracy
Mhm.
Weatherall was like, well, whatever you doing, coach, I'm doing it too.
Mhm.
What she didn't tell me leading up to that point is the products that we were on had stopped working for her. She was in so much pain, Janet,
Mhm.
and didn't tell me, I guess because of our loyalty to what we were doing.
Right.
And you always start feeling like, well, I don't want, what are the people going to say if we pick something else? But here's what's so crazy. We don't mind shifting to something better in any other facet or capacity in our
Mhm.
lives. But when it comes to business, it's like, oh, why you moving to another country? Because I found something better. You know,
Exactly.
the cars that we drove 25 years ago are not the same kinds of cars that we drive today.
Mhm.
Nobody has a problem with that upgrade.
Right.
But as soon as you say, and it's not that we're saying that the product that we had didn't work.
Mhm.
That's not what we're saying. We're just saying now there's something better.
Better. Mhm.
The way that they did surgery back in the day when they cut you all open, and now they do it laparoscopic.
Mhm.
It's just new technique and new technology. And now we're saying to you, yes, we did have you on detoxes. We did have you on other supplements
Right.
until we found better.
Mhm.
And now that we have better, we don't have to have you on 5,000 supplements to make something
Right.
happen. I was on my training yesterday with my coach, and he was talking about the fact that, all of a sudden everybody started going to get these IV drips.
Mhm.
And I'm one of them.
Mhm.
I'm one of them. So let me start there. I'm one of
Okay.
them because I was like, oh, I might need to get these IV drips too. I'm traveling a lot. I got to make sure I boost my immune as
Mhm.
if I wasn't boosting my immune. But anyway,
Defend. Mhm.
and my coach said that he had started getting them too. He did
Mhm.
because we were listening to some other very influential people that were around us about getting these IV drops. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't
Right.
get them. Hear what I'm saying. He spoke with a friend of his who's a trainer and he's a specialist. He was like, what supplements do you already take? And when my coach told him what all he takes, he was like, then why would you go and get IV? You don't even know. He said, when you get those IV treatments, do you realize that you find yourself going to the bathroom a lot right afterwards? And he said, yes. He said, because you're peeing it right out. So all of the
Oh.
nutrients that you're getting in your system, you're peeing it right out because your body didn't need them. Your body is going to excrete or get rid of all of that stuff that you don't even need. So here we are spending $200, $300 on these drips that
Mhm.
we might not even need.
Mm. Okay.
I was like, let me just,
Right.
and I ain't here to bash nobody's business
Exactly. Mhm.
because some people might need it.
Mhm.
But he just asked them, like, you getting all that stuff, and you might not even need all that stuff. So we have that simple system. I love our system. And for all of the Christians, first of all, we are believers, and we patch and we pray.
Right.
Because in the beginning, there were a whole lot of believers that claimed that they needed to go to their pastors and have a conversation. And there's so many people in ignorance right now because
Mhm.
they were like that. We were this the mark of the beast, basically.
Right.
They had the nerve to say they need to read their Bible. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, this is called neurotechnology
Neuro. Right.
and no technology. Okay, now the mark of the beast. Look at your driver's license. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, because
Mhm.
if you intend to travel, you're all gonna upgrade that driver's license. Okay, okay, sweet cheeks. So and you're gonna do that with no problems. So we talked to the skeptics. We talked about your why. We talked about your dad and your mom.
Mhm.
We're talking about our system, caregivers and families.
Mhm.
We want to talk to caregivers and families because you were a caregiver
Mhm.
and you're a very successful salon owner. You're a serial entrepreneur. How in the world, with you being as busy as you are, do you even manage to do super patch? Like, how talk about it? And then as a caregiver, um, what should a person try first? How should they track the progress? Right? Balance, sleep, mood, mobility, and why consistency matters. I want you to talk about
Okay. Okay. So as far as me incorporating super patch, it just happened. I mean, because no, if I'm in my salons, first thing people gonna say, I've been seeing you with them patch thing. What's that? Or they may just, oh Lord, my back hurt, or I'm going through this and that. If they feeling like stressed, I'm automatically, well, let me put a patch on you. And we're not gonna think nothing of it. I don't talk to them. It'll just be later on, they'll say, I feel different. Like I feel so relaxed. Cause most of them need a peace or a joy. And they'll say how good they feel. So it's not like it took time out for me to read them off ingredients, tell them why they should have it. I'll just say, let me patch you. Let me give you something that's no ingredients. Let me put a patch on you. They automatically feel a difference. As far as being a caregiver, I mean, I don't even know how to say it now because really I don't feel like I'm a caregiver because I don't really have to do anything for my parents anymore. Even my nephew that I have to help take care of. I put his focus and his liberty on him because he's so, I'll use hyper as they say, and to see him when I put these patches on him become more of a normal little kid, versus all the hyper. It's just like everything just happens in a way that super patch is always incorporated in
that.
whatever I'm doing. So
Hmm.
it's nothing hard for me to tell people about because most of the time when you're into network marketing, health and wellness, you have to learn ingredients.
Hmm.
So we don't have an ingredient to learn to tell you about ingredients. Now I have some people that may say, well, let me ask my doctor about these patches. And I just say, well, let me ask you this. Do you taking the medication? Oh yeah, I've been taking blood pressure pill for 20 years. I said, so you're going to ask them about a patch that have no ingredients? I said, so when you don't have your blood pressure medicine, how do you feel? Oh, I feel so bad. So why are you going to go and ask them about something that's natural when they are prescribing you something that is not helping you? It's not curing anything. Not making medical claims, but it's not curing anything. You can put a patch on and more than likely immediately you're going to start feeling something. You're going to start feeling better. So not having ingredients to talk about is a no-brainer. I don't have to do anything hard. So being a caregiver, if you are a caregiver, I would say this: get some patches. Whomever you taking care of, put the patches on them. You're going to start seeing a change, especially if you're being consistent. Each day you're going to be saying, they're moving around better, or their thinking ability is getting better. They're more focused. So we have patches for everything: the pain, focus, anything you could think of. We have patches. It's just all about being consistent with it. You got to use them every day. Use them every day. You're going to see a change. Your job is going to be so much easier if you're taking care of someone.
Period.
So
Period. Your job is going to be easier if
easier.
you're taking care of someone. And you know what? Let's talk about the stress of that. Because,
Right.
no matter whether you do it with your heart and you do it for the love, it
Mhm.
is still stressful. Because
Very.
as an adult, you have a life. You got a
Mhm.
husband, a daughter, like you've got a businesses, things
Yeah,
that you're doing. And now outside of that, taking care of an adult is harder than taking care of a baby
exactly.
because at least babies are still a lot more mobile unless they've
Mhm.
got some medical conditions or anything like
Mhm.
that, special needs.
Mhm.
But taking care of an adult, that's why you said we didn't travel because just the trying to travel with someone who's in a wheelchair, in a walker, like all of those things, the vehicle got to be big enough
Mhm.
to incorporate the wheelchair or wheelchairs, you know,
Right.
that you might need when you're going away and things like that. It's just, it's too much. It's too much
Right.
to even think about. And so we're here to tell you that we don't claim to cure or mitigate diseases.
Right.
But what we know is that because of the symptoms that people have, we have a patch for that.
Mhm.
And what we notice when we can help people with the stress, right? With the stress, what happens is a lot of times when people are in pain, they have elevated pressures, right? So we know that if we use liberty, defend, and peace, that helps with all of the inflammation, the pain, the elevated things like
Exactly.
pressure, sugar, things like that. We're not curing the sugar. We're not curing the dementia or Alzheimer's. We're not curing those things. We're aiding and assisting in all of the symptoms that are surrounding that. So
Mhm.
if a person is forgetful, we use this focus patch, which helps with clarity. All right, what helps people remember things. This helps with that, right? Get you channeled. But we also use peace with this, peace that passes all understanding. But here's what people need to understand: you still need the liberty patch. You
Right.
still need liberty with this. You need liberty with everything, because liberty is the patch that is going to help you put your body in total balance. It's the
Mhm.
gateway patch. It's the foundational patch. All right. So if you are my, you got to know who, if you're my guest, you're seeing this on my wall. My link is going across the screen, patchandpay2.com.
Mhm.
If someone else tagged you to this live, or if you're on Janet Reese's page, you're going to go to Janet's link, enhance Meant, EMEANT, enhancement, MEANT.com. All right. And you're going to purchase from her. So, but if you need this for pain, let me tell you what we use for pain. And you cannot bypass what we say. We're
Exactly.
telling you what we know. All right. We like this combination right here: liberty, victory, freedom, and peace. Okay. And peace. Okay. And I like to throw in defend if you're not very mobile, because defend gets the blood moving, but
Exactly.
defend also helps with natural healing and it
Mhm.
speeds your recovery. Okay. So that is why boost your immune system, speeds your recovery, natural healing, blood flow. Defend. Defend is a game changer.
It
Okay.
is.
Defend is a game changer. All right. So we talked about our mission. Our mission is to patch 1 mil. We didn't talk about it. We get into the mission now, right?
Mhm.
Our mission is to patch 1 million people. 1
Right.
million. And this month, our team has a major goal. Um, you said I'm going VP again, but the goal, I know now you've got a goal within your team.
Right.
Is somebody else going VP under you, or what's the situation? Like, what are y'all doing? What is the goal for you and your team?
So basically, everyone that did rank up, we had a lot of people to rank up. So
Wow.
congratulations to them. So everybody that ranked up is like, okay, I'm going to the next rank. So we had a couple of people. We had someone to go to MD, so she's going to go to VP. Some of the directors are going to MD. So everybody already have a game plan on where they need to be, and we're going to get there because it's easy to do. It's easy to do. So we're definitely going to do
Especially
it.
with what's going on this month again.
Exactly.
What
Exactly.
was your defining moment? What was the thing that said, I'm gonna step up, I'm going VP? What called you to want to lead your city?
Um. I know the beginning of last month I had made a post on my page, and I know people were like, "What is she talking about, VP?" I was just like, "I'm going to VP," because it's like I could just kept dreaming. Like, you need to hit VP. Like, don't just stop. Keep going. So I was like, okay, talking to my teams, just like we could do this, because I always say no one is better than me. So no one is better than you. And if we see other people that could go out there and work and share the information to help other people get an income and to help other people, why can't we do it? So my mind was, let's help each other gain financial freedom while we're helping. I can't use that word, but fix people that is in their bed that can't move, depressed. If we could fix these people, by default, the money gonna come.
We're changing
The-
their quality of
We're
life.
changing. We're changing.
Their quality of life. We can say that.
Yeah,
We are
it's really life
yep,
changing. I
about
really
change.
feel like these patches are life changing. It's not like we've heard a lot of things that say, oh, it's life changing. This is going to change. This
No, it is.
changes your life.
No cap.
No,
No
none.
hype. No
No
cap.
hype. Yeah.
So I want to talk to everybody that's watching us right now, and really for me, I'm real serious this month. I'm very, very focused. We're calling all. I want people to hear this. We're calling all nurses.
Right.
We're calling all chiropractors. I want y'all to write these in the comments right now.
Mhm.
We're calling nurses, chiropractors, trainers, beauty professionals, wellness influencers. We're calling pastors, faith leaders, right? Servant-driven leaders. We're
Mhm.
calling you, if you are a cancer survivor, a domestic violence survivor, you have MS or know someone with MS, PCOS. We're calling leaders of menopause communities. We're
Right.
calling athletes. We're calling retired athletes, coaches. We're calling you. We're looking for you this month because here's the deal. If whatever you did to get where you got, right? And many of you know, let's be real, you didn't do it by yourself. All right.
Exactly. Team.
Hello,
Mhm.
team. I'm talking to you,
Mhm.
right? You didn't do it by yourself.
Right.
So you got to know now that you got to do way more than what you did last month,
Mhm.
right? It's not enough to say, I'm going such and such a rank. And then you get to the end of the evening that night and like, well, what? No, nobody's supposed to make it happen for you. All right. So what are you going to do to ensure that you up or increase your volume and increase your numbers?
Mhm.
You have to increase your production. And the way that you increase your production is by going to people's houses and patching them.
Right.
Give me 2 to 3 people in your house and I'm coming. Go and patch people. Make that a party as we're driving our communities to come off of all of these meds and
Mhm.
to really be able to walk, talk, sleep. All right. So you want to go MD? Let me see. We don't, I heard what you said, but now my eyes are doing the watching.
Mhm.
My ears are not doing the watching. You want to go director? My eyes are doing the watching, not my ears doing the watching. How many people are you going to enroll this month? What kind of work are you going to do? This is about how many people you actually care about. How many people are you going to get out in them streets and go and put the patch on people?
Exactly.
So we're calling all nurses, all chiropractors, all doctors, all trainers, beauty professionals, wellness influencers, pastors, faith leaders, cancer survivors, domestic violence survivors, MS, PCOS, the menopause community, the autism community. We're calling you, athletes, retired athletes. We are calling you to come and partner with us
Exactly.
on this mission to patch 1 million people.
Mhm.
That is what we're calling on. Because what I know is we've got upcoming tour dates coming, right? Chicago this weekend, the 8th and the 9th. Stanisha Graham has 2 events, one in the suburbs and one in the city of Chicago. Then we know we're in Memphis, Tennessee, and Cordova, Tennessee, with the one and only Panya Dotson. I got a lot of people that's like, I'm coming to Memphis, right? 2 days, 2 days of events on November the 15th and the 16th. Monday, the 17th of November, Philadelphia. Tuesday, the 18th of November, we're right here back in Atlanta, Georgia. You need to be there because guess what? The owner of the restaurant was so impressed, Janet.
Mhm.
We had the room to the
Mhm.
side. He said, girl, you packed that room out. He said, you could use my whole restaurant the next go round.
Oh my.
Am I
I'll
lying?
definitely be there.
Were you there? Did you hear that?
Yes.
He said, you can use the whole restaurant the next time, is what he said.
Yeah, because your videos, that room was like, oh my
It was,
God, it was packed.
we were dragging the chair, and because those chairs are really big and beautiful,
Uh-huh.
we were dragging them chairs in there. Them tables is like heavy marble.
Mhm.
So I said, well, if we do it in the whole restaurant, I'm gonna have to turn the lights up and turn your music off. He said, I don't care what you do. He said, I'm convinced that them patches work.
He
And then
seen it.
he wouldn't let me leave. He kept saying, come out here and patch this person. Come over here and patch this person. Come over here and patch this person. And that's how I haven't even,
14, 15 stability.
yes, that night, like 15 tests that night, 15 stability tests, because he kept saying, now go patch this person and patch this person and do this person and do this person, because he not in the business, but he was like,
Right.
I'm gonna drive this business. He said, because I'm a believer.
Mhm.
I'm a believer, right? So Brenda Hill, for your mom, you need liberty, victory, defend. And if she's in pain, Freedom. If she's not in pain, peace. All right, Brenda. Liberty, write that down. Somebody write that out for Brenda Hill. Liberty, victory, definitely defend.
Mm-hmm.
And then peace, if she's not in pain. Freedom, if she is in pain. But you can use all five. I call that my Fab
Right.
Five system.
That's my favorite. I like
The
those.
Fab Five system,
Yes.
it works. That is the one. Like, I know it's going to hit it, and bam, we're going to
Exactly.
see results, right? It doesn't mean you got to stay on all five forever. It means
Right.
that's where we got to start the person off, because we're dealing with a lot of things all at one time. Okay, so we're calling you because the reality of it is we need people to become neuro hub centers for their city.
Right.
Neuro hub centers. This is a neuro nation movement. And we're looking for people to become a neuro hub center in their city. You need to be the go-to patch person
Exactly.
in your city. If you're a chiropractor, you need these patches. If you're a nurse practitioner, what do they see? Whatever the other people, the character, the CNA.
CNAs.
You're a CNA, trainers, doctors, all kind of doctors, beauty professionals. I'm talking about massage therapists, stretch therapists. If you're a therapist, we're calling you. All right, we're calling you. If you are a wellness influencer, if you're a stylist, a hairstylist, a nail tech, you know what? Nail tech's gonna realize after a couple years that their wrist,
Yeah, that carpal tunnel.
that carpal tunnel from doing this all day, right? Hairstylists, CNAs, are we calling all of you, pastors? First of all, let me say something to the pastors, apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, preachers, saints of the Most High. You should be the first ones standing. Y'all should be the first ones. Because bring me to your church. Bring me to your church. Fly me in, and I'm coming. I'm coming to bring the heat, because we all know what the word of God says. One, that we should prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. But how are people going to how are you going to bring me to Christ, and everybody in the front of the church, some of them on stools, leaning, can't walk, can't, is in pain, and the same people up in the prayer line? We going to pray, but we going to patch and pray. This is patch ministry. So apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, anybody in ministry, faith leaders, this is what we all need to come together so that we can help people gain their quality of life back. Okay.
Right.
Yes, the people that do pedicures are always complaining about their neck, their back, their shoulders. So we patch and we pray. We don't patch or pray. We patch and we pray. All right. This is what you need to understand. I need y'all to tag a pastor right now. We ain't going nowhere till you tag a pastor. Tag a pastor. Tag the associate pastor. Tag them to this live. Tag them to this live. Pastors, faith teachers, tag them all to this live. Because how dare we see the medicines are not healing the people. Get the people well, and then guess what? Your church will flourish. How you going to flourish and you got a body full of sick people? So let's tag the pastors right now. Tag a doctor, tag a nurse, tag a CNA, tag a chiropractor, tag a trainer, tag a coach, tag a wellness influencer, tag someone who's a domestic violence survivor, a menopause community leader, an autism community leader, a cancer group leader, right? We're not claiming to cure anything, but we know that we can help them have a more quality of life. Athletes, retired athletes, tag, and tag some more.
Right.
All right. I'm going to patch a pastor tomorrow morning that has Parkinson's. Really? So we're just going to overlook this? We're going to overlook this? We need the men of God, the men and women of God, stand up. This ain't about network marketing.
Right.
Let me help people understand. This is not about network marketing. This is about, we have finally found the holy grail of wellness.
Exactly.
We have finally found the holy grail of wellness. We want to act like people not depressed in church because they're saved. because they're a believer? No, they're sitting up there. I was one of them. I was one of them leaving church wanting to take my life. Okay, because we're gonna play and we're gonna not address what's really going on. No, people are depressed sitting up in church and they don't want to tell you because they think they're going to be judged. They need this. Let me show you.
Joy and peace and focus. Yes.
Just what they need right here. This is what they need right here. So I want you to think about it. Coaches, the kids are playing and they're putting these on. The athletes, this is what they're wearing. This is what they're wearing. Marriage ministries. Where the marriage ministries at? We got you too, boo. Marriage ministries. This is for the men. I need you to tag somebody who is a lead of a marriage ministry. Where the marriage ministry? If you are a hairstylist, every person in your chair, they should get this patch when they come in.
Exactly.
If you're a barber, every person in your chair, put a peace patch on them. They're gonna feel amazing.
Exactly.
This is it. If you are a barber, a beautician, you need these. You need these. Where's my boost patch? You need these. You need these for your daily life. You need these. You need these. Flight attendants. Flight attendants. Flight attendants. We can tell you what you need. Defend food and liberty. Flight attendants. Pilots. Oh, pilots. You need these right here. You need these. Okay? Police officers. Fire. Let me explain something to y'all. Do you know firefighters? And I didn't really intend to be here this long, but we here, right?
We here.
Firefighters don't sleep at night. Would you like to know why they don't sleep at night? Because they're so programmed to have to not really sleep hard in case they hear that alarm go off to fight a fire in the middle of the night. So they need REM and peace when they go to sleep so that they can get some sleep and rest their bodies. Okay. Daycare workers. I mean, I don't know one person that doesn't. Daycare workers? What? Okay. High level stress jobs like firefighters. They need this. They need this. Cops, detectives, they need this. Bridget said, no, take your time. Take your time. Okay. So, okay. It's so crazy because oftentimes when we're doing our lives, we never, ever, ever talk about the money. And it's hard to talk about the money because it's there and we know it's coming and it's very significant. But because we don't lead with that, we're just not focused on that. Right?
Right.
It's so hard to talk about it. And it's not because it's not there. It's just because, honestly, for real, it's not the focus. But let's talk about it. Because what I believe right now, that this is a God moment miracle movement. This is literally a neuro wellness movement. And right now, because this is the future of wellness, the future of medicine. This is a nervous system revolution. I want y'all to put these in the comments. This is a nervous system revolution. Real people with real results. This is faith, science, and proof. Faith, science, and proof. And our Patch 1 Million mission, because we're literally, Janet, and you've seen it. We're literally watching the nervous system reboot in real time.
Right. Yes. Yes.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Me neither.
In real time, I watched the other night. You saw the video of Lisa the other night. And I said, wait a minute, from Sunday. She has MS over 10 years. It was so to the point where Janet, did you see that she couldn't even process what was happening to herself?
Yes. It's because she was like, wait, like, did this happen? It brought tears to my eyes because I was like, whoa. Yeah.
And then did you see her when she went home?
Yes.
Dancing
Mhm.
and switching?
Yes.
She went from barely being able to walk, and she was really putting like her good face on to
Mhm.
walk up there. So she was struggling, like she didn't want to tremble, she didn't want to
Right.
wobble. She walked up there trying to, and then to see her later that night, before she left our event, she was like dancing in the other part of the restaurant, like dancing and carrying on, like literally. So we're watching it happen in real time. We're watching things happen in real time that hasn't happened in medicine.
Right.
So we don't recruit, we restore, and we reward.
Mhm.
We don't recruit. We have it. We don't recruit. We choose ambassadors who are aligned with this mission to help patch 1 million people.
Right.
We're building neural wellness hubs city by city by city by city. So we're being tapped because people, and here's the thing, you can literally take over in your city because people trust you, they follow you, they believe in you. And there are people that trust you that don't know us that will trust you before they would trust me,
Right.
before they would trust Janet.
Mhm.
So now we want to know, do you want to be the plug in your city, or do you want to watch somebody else do it? I'm not stuck. Do you want to be the plug in your city, or do you want to watch someone else do it? Not just from a financial standpoint, but we're talking about from a place of helping people for real for a change. Get out your head. This ain't network. The only time this ever feel like network marketing is when, Janet, close out.
Yeah, when you got to be at that computer trying to figure out, because I always say this don't feel nothing like network marketing. It's fun. Once you start going out patching, it's just like you be like, okay, who can I patch now? Who can I patch? It's just fun. And people got to think about that. Don't think about network marketing. Even if you haven't done network marketing, some people just hear stories about network marketing. It's not what you think. If you join force with us, everything is right there for you. You just posting, you patching, you
Yeah,
getting your inventory. That's
come on.
it.
So what do we give people when they get started? Talk about that, Janet, because you were like, what the heck, Nina? This is impressive. Go ahead. What do
So
we give when they get started?
once you get in, once you pay your membership, purchase you some patches.
Get a $12.99 pack. We ain't
Yes,
playing. Get a
yes.
$12.99 pack.
Oh my God, that's $12.99. You're gonna make thousands off of it. So once you get in, everything is right there at your fingertip. If I need videos, if I need knowledge, everything is right there. You have all the help you need. All you need is a phone to pick up to post something, to send to someone. Everything else is done for you. I've never seen nothing like that in network marketing. Normally you have to go out and find this and get some information. Everything is right there. She have everything in place for you. All you need to do is become a member. Join force with us. That's all you have to do. That's it. After
Period.
that, that's it. Everything is gonna flow to you.
Yeah, and the thing is though, I find that we got all this information for people, Janet, and then the people won't even open up the information that we give them. They don't look at the link that we give them. They won't look at the whole welcome post that got all the information in it.
Everything.
And I'm like, I don't understand. Then you like, I don't know what to do. What do you mean? You didn't click on the links. You
It's
didn't
right
look. You
there.
didn't look at the. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm looking for 15 people this month to partner with me at $12.99.
Right.
You can use you can use. Here's the deal. Faith, Tori, you're right. They can do other packs, but I am looking for people in different cities to become a hub. They need the product,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what you got to understand is you got to think more about not just what you're going to earn. You got to think about how many people you're going to touch with that pack. That is how you dominate a city. And that is why I'm saying to people, I am looking for people who are going to do a $12.99. Does everybody understand that? And the reason you can use, Janet, tell them how they can get started.
So
What other ways can they get in if they don't have all the money at one time?
So you could use any of your flex payments. If you have Selzer, if you have a farm, think Klarna, Zip. What's another one? I think Afterpay, but you probably have to do like make a credit card or something, Visa card,
virtual card.
Virtual card. So with all of those, you make a virtual card and you pay for it. So now you're just making payments. But by the time it's time to make a payment, you've made your money.
You've made your money.
You've made your money.
Yes.
So it's simple.
100%. 100%. So that is why I'm saying, that is why $12.99, y'all. $12.99. I have purchased, I can't even tell y'all how many, me and Janet, how many $12.99s that we've purchased.
Right.
Tons of $12.99 pay. I've done $25.99 2 times. I've done a $12.99 over and over and over again, because I'm able to choose the packages that I want with the $12.99. And to know that you don't have to look for a graphic, you don't have to make anything unless you choose to. No, when you go in that boards app and you see my banners, my pop-up banners that I use for my events, I didn't have to design any of that. It was already, all I did was click on it, and it opened up in Canva. Bam, we ordered it right from Canva.
Right.
Like literally, Panya, look in your Facebook Messenger, Panya, and I sent you a link if you want to get on here. Panya Dotson, because she's getting ready to host the Memphis event. So Panya, check your Facebook. If you want to jump on this StreamYard real quick, all you got to do is click the link. You'll come up in our stage, and then I'll bring you to the screen, because you may want to go ahead and promote. You may want to go ahead and promote Memphis while we're on here, right? Because that's the next big thing. Right? So use your flex options. If you already joined and you have not done a $12.99 pack, y'all, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, Janet. You order one, it's like almost every week.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
more.
because if we're out patching, I look at it like this. I give away a lot of patches.
Me too.
Because if I can show you,
I'm sorry, we don't give it away.
work.
We sow the seeds into people.
Yeah, exactly. So sowing that seed, I like to say planting the seed or whatever, to show the people that the patches work. Everything, they're gonna go and tell somebody else for you. They're gonna do free advertisement for you.
They sure are.
You need the patches. And I always encourage people, if you can get the $12.99, get the money from somewhere and get it. That is a must. Everybody should have the $12.99 packs, because you'll need more than one. You'll need more than one. You'll need more than one.
But at least get started there.
There.
Business owners, come on. These are write-offs. You need these write-offs. Jason Schmidt says, I've patched over 100 people now, and he has.
See?
And he has. And so literally, y'all, and guess what? He don't care what people think we crazy. Good. Think we crazy. What we know is we're changing lives of people all over the world.
Exactly.
So that $12.99 pack is so important. That is how you're going to get started. The $12.99. Don't join one way, then try to come in. No, this is how you go, and this is what you do. So Janet, they do need to have a flex pay account before, because we don't have flex pay options at checkout.
Exactly.
Not yet. But if you have a flex pay account like Klarna, like Sezzle, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you see what your spending limit is from them, because you're going to need about $1,400.
Right.
You're going to need about $1,400. You cannot split the payment options. It has to be all one option. All right. One pay option. Get a credit card, right? I went in with pre-sales to get my $12.99. That's where I was getting ready to go. So Janet, let's talk about that. Let's talk, because I told somebody that the other night, that they can pre-sell to get started so they can get a bigger pack. You want to talk about how they can do that?
So with the pre-sale, a lot of time we may do 2 for $100. Buy one, so you go ahead and get it, all your orders. You're gonna put that order in tonight. You could ship it out to them once you get it. They could pick it up depending on, their location. So just go ahead and start doing your pre-order that you have the special buy two for $100. And
Mhm.
you'll definitely, and then you'll still get a good profit off of that. Because remember, you're getting 40 packs of patches.
You sure
So
will.
do your math.
Trust and believe. You sure
Do your
will.
math.
And you'll still have your own patches. You
Yes.
don't just find 10 to 12, make because you probably can put some of it to the pack.
Yeah.
All right. So
Mhm.
just find a good 10 people that'll get 2 packs of patches so that y'all can launch the city that you're in.
Exactly.
Right? Launch the
Take
city.
over your city.
Take over your city. Take over your city. There's a way for you to do this. Where there's a will, there is a way. And when there is no will, there will be no way. So if you're ready to be the neuro hub center, right? The neuro wellness hub in your city, we're looking for you. We're looking for you. We know that we're going to do some incredible things this month, but we need you. We're looking for people in every city. Let's call out the cities. Where we're looking for people: Arkansas, Oklahoma, Utah, Oregon. Come on, where we looking for people, y'all? Mississippi, right?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Canada,
Worldwide.
worldwide,
Everywhere.
worldwide, everywhere. Okay, we're looking for people all over Louisiana. All right, Texas. We're looking for people everywhere, y'all. California. We're looking for people everywhere. San Francisco, all over the Bay Area. We're looking for people everywhere. Philadelphia, New York, Maine, Ohio, Connecticut. All right, we're looking for people everywhere. Rhode Island. We're looking for people everywhere. Washington, D.C., Maryland. All right, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. We're looking for people everywhere. Florida. We're looking for people. I'm looking for, where are the Miami people at? Why don't we have a strong, where are the Miami people at? South Carolina. Come on, where y'all at? We're looking for people everywhere. Drop your city and let us know where you're logging in from. If you're ready to dominate your city and become your neuro wellness hub in your city, let me see. Where are you? We need to see you. If you're in Mexico, if you're in Turkey, where are you? Where are you? We're looking for you. Ireland, Greece. We're looking for you. Austria, Czech Republic. We're looking for you. We're looking for you. Ireland. We're looking for you. The Netherlands. We're looking for you. Where are you? We're looking for you. Unfortunately, we're not in the Bahamas yet, right? Can't do it in the Bahamas yet. But don't worry. I'm sure. I don't know when, but I'm sure there are some other countries that will be open. To Kansas City. That's right. Kansas City, Kentucky. We're looking for you. We're looking for you. We're looking for you. Alabama. We're looking for you. Come on. We're looking for you. We're looking for you. New Mexico, Arizona. We're looking for you. Drop your city. Let us know where you are. We're looking for you. I need somebody that like want to take over Miami. Like literally, where are the people in ministry in Miami? We're not in Thailand yet. We're not in Thailand. Not yet. We're not in Thailand. Not yet. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, come on. We're looking for you. 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 We're not in Trinidad yet. And if you guys can go to the boards app, and there's a whole graphic that tells you the countries that we're in, or you can go to your back office and drop down the cities, right? Those of you that are already in, you have access to all of that information already. All right. So I'm telling you right now, this is a viral brand movement called the Neuro Nation in November. All right. And we're not in the Philippines. Nope. Right. We're looking for people that now are looking, because I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing. And so is Janet. We're leading a global neuro wellness movement. We patch people back into possibility. That is what we're doing. All right. We're patching people back to possibility. And if you're ready to patch people back to possibility, get back to the person that invited you to this live. Now, Panya, I was waiting to see, did you want to come on here before I got off? But I don't see you. I don't see you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and end this because I am coming back with a nurse in a few minutes, right? I'm going to create her link. I'm coming back with a nurse. We're going to be doing this because I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. I'm watching what's happening. You know, our team produced 67, and I think it's actually more than that, 67 senior associates, 31 team leaders, 16 directors. Directors are 11,000 in volume. 9 managing directors, 33,000 in volume. 1 vice president, the Janet Reese right here, 99,000 in volume. And as a collective, our team produced $505,000 in sales in the month of October. We must be doing something right.
Okay.
$500,000.
So look, y'all, we got to get some home parties.
Yes.
Let us know about the home parties.
Right. It's going to be a Holy Ghost takeover and a patch revival.
Yes.
A Holy Ghost takeover. Oh, there go Panya.
God. Hey.
Hey,
How you?
Panya.
hey, can you hear me okay?
We can hear you very well.
Yes, hello. Congratulations, Janet.
Thank you.
Panya Dotson. We finally got you.
I know. I had to, let me step out for a minute to hop on real quick. But I've been listening. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this, Nina. Like, seriously, I've not been excited in a long time.
Me.
A long time.
We've
But this,
been faking it.
literally,
We've been
literally.
we thought that we could re-engineer
Mhm.
things that we felt and had before. We thought
Right.
we could. We thought because we know where our heart was
Yeah.
and we knew what we had. And the thing is that you can't re-manifest something that already had, like, you know what I mean? Not when the world is changing.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Not the way the world is changing. And because we were trying to re-engineer something with an old strategy and with an old, it wasn't working.
Exactly.
And, I mean, I was on Panya like the white on rice. Okay? And let me tell you why, because we've had this conversation, but like only a little bit. When God finally showed me, like, we're gonna patch, we're gonna post, we're gonna share, we're gonna care, and I started immediately praying, okay, God, what cities do we need to really like focus on to really make this thing really go like a viral movement or whatever? And God kept showing me Memphis from the very beginning. And the first thing I thought about was like, I said, I can't call Panya because she over it. She over it. And in all respect, when I see people that are like focused on a mission or whatever, I don't really like to divert their energy when I see that they're like in a flow. And you were like in a flow, with your branding and your business. And that's really why I was like, well, and then I was like, the Holy Spirit was beating me up. Like, if you don't go call her, if you don't, and reason why, because your heart for people, your heart for ministry. And I kept saying, I know she thinks this is network marketing, but this is not network marketing. If I could just get her to get a patch on somebody, she'll see that this is way different than what she's experienced in the past. So Panya is getting ready to be the wellness neuro hub for the city of Memphis. Tell everybody what's going on in your mental about all of this now.
Oh my God, I have never seen anything like this. And we've done a lot. You know that, Nina. We've done a lot. But literally, as I sat there, when Nina she kept coming back to me. And one thing about Nina, she's not going to do that. She's not going to keep coming back to it. She'll be like, okay, moving on, And so, but she kept sending me videos. She kept tagging me and stuff. She kept saying stuff. Then I'd tell her, okay, I'll check it out. Okay, yeah, okay. But she kept on doing it. And I'm so grateful that you did, because she was like, and she really convicted me, really, because she was like, this is what we do. Don't we help people? Isn't this what you do? Isn't this? And I was like, oh Lord. And so I sat still, and I was actually at work, and one of your videos came up again, and I just sat and listened to it, and I literally was in tears as I watched it, and I got chills, and I heard, do this, And one thing about Nina knows, I'm just like her. When the Holy Spirit does, listen, I'm not gonna play with it. And she was like, listen, you gonna get in today or you not? Because that's how she talks to me. And so I was like, I'm doing it now. And I literally got in, and I'm so glad that I did. Because like she said, once you patch somebody, you cannot unsee what you saw. And that was the thing. I could not unsee what I saw when I patched my mother-in-law. When I know she was in the bed, she was hurting so severely. I told my husband, we got to get there. I got to go. And I sat there and watched her. When I got there, I'm like, Mom, get up out the bed, get out the bed, you know. And I patched her. And I didn't say anything else. We laid across the bed watching movies. But I'm watching the same time. Not even 5 minutes, I'm seeing her doing stuff she couldn't do. And then we went in the other room. Next thing I know, she walking in there. I'm like, okay. What are you? And then when I saw her bending down, picking up, she was like, that rug, I need to clean that rug now for a week, but I couldn't pick it up. And to see her do that, I was like, oh, you know, you got me. And then other people, my close friend, Patricia, she deals with sciatica bad. And I sit there and watch her. She couldn't go to work because she was hurting so bad, to see the reaction from her granddaughter that was there, because her granddaughter watched her go through the pain, that she lives with her. And for me to get the testimony from the granddaughter talking about how that patch worked and how her grandmother was, she was sold. She got in the business. She's like, I'm in, you know. And that's the thing. We don't have to we're not trying to convince nobody nothing.
Right.
Too many videos are out there.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Like, what conversation are we even having? But here's what's so crazy. Because normally on a closeout night, when you got somebody that has an emergency, right? They checked out. Normally a regular person, they're like, I had an emergency. I'm checked out. I'll see y'all next month. Even on closeout, in the middle of an emergency.
Yes.
Patricia was like, wait, no, I need some patches.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that happen?
No.
You were like, I'm not gonna bother her. She on her way to the hospital, and she called you and said, ma'am, I need to get these patches.
She did.
When have you ever?
No. Nothing what we've done, nothing that we've done. And then the thing about it, when you're, like you said, we're not about the money. And that's a lot of things we've been into. To be honest, we've been about that money, right? But here we're pushing purpose. You understand? So that's a difference. When you're a purpose pusher, the money comes by default. So it's just, who do you know that's in pain? And see, it really touches me when I see so many things, because people didn't know. I'm one that dealt with pain for over 20 years. I heard daily. And people didn't know, because I learned how to wear a mask very well at a young age. You know, when you've been a survivor of domestic violence and all the things, you learn how to do that. But I was one that dealt with pain for 20 plus years. The quality of life for me wasn't that good. Dealing with my kids, grew all those things. But to see this, and I was thinking about my grandmother. I said, I wish something like this was there back then, because I saw my grandmother in pain all the time. I saw that, and now we have something where people, listen, don't overthink this. Just put the patch on. It's that simple. If you're easy to pick up a prescription that tells you it causes this, your ear gonna fall out, you're gonna grow another leg, this is gonna happen. You will take that, but something that has nothing in it to hurt you, what you thinking about? Why are we thinking? Just do it. So I'm excited about next weekend, Nina. Listen.
Me too.
I'm excited because I got to get back. But I had to come out here and hop on here and tell you guys, if you are anywhere close to Memphis, Cordova, Arkansas, Mississippi, you can get in your car and drive. Nashville, that's 3 hours. Get to Memphis next weekend on the 15th and the 16th, because we patching.
Get a hotel room to stay overnight.
Please, yes.
Facebook and see who you know in those areas and get there to those events.
Get there.
I want to say this. I know you gotta go, because for the moment you at work. We
talked about that.
No, because people need to hear this from you.
Yes.
You were in companies where you couldn't use the products.
Yeah.
Can you mention that before you get off of here?
I can.
Why couldn't you use the products?
Because of what was in it. And because of the side effects that happened with me. I could
sell in the product.
Yes, literally. Yeah.
You were in companies. You couldn't even use the products.
No.
because you were
I
allergic
could
to everything in them.
Oh God.
literally, I
You
could
allergic?
sell like
You allergic? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're not allergic to the patch because there's nothing in them.
nothing in it.
Exactly.
Nothing in it. No. But literally, she's telling the truth. Nina knows. I couldn't. I'm very sensitive, and a lot of things that I cannot, and I couldn't. I could sell it, because off of other people's, but I couldn't use it, right? And so over here, when I said, Nina, what you mean? There's no what? I asked her that, and she was like, nothing.
How is it nothing in this? I said, I'm trying to tell you, there's no improvements in these patches. Before you go, this is the last thing I promise. You didn't
Yes.
start with $12.99.
No, I didn't.
But I need you to tell everybody why they should, because what happened for you? What did you have to do?
Go get $12.99 and some.
That always happens.
It always happened. Didn't I tell you?
I did.
I
Yeah.
said
You
to her, I
did.
said, Tanya, you need to do a $12.99. She's like, I'm gonna
She
just
did.
get in right now. I'm gonna just get in, and within days, she was like, why didn't I just listen to you? I have to get a $12.99.
Literally, I did, because like I said, what we have is in such high demand because there are so many people that are hurting. Like you talked about the churches. I'm a church girl, you know that. And we have the altar call. Even not even that, just seeing, when you look around, you're seeing the cane, you're seeing the people limping, you're seeing the people in pain, you're seeing them holding something. It's in church, you know what I mean? And we're believing and we're praying to God for a healing, but it doesn't always come the same way. You understand? Doesn't always mean it has to come through surgery, doesn't have to come through a doctor. It's coming through this little patch that we have to put on you. And then not only that, my son, that's why I was like, yep, because I'm patching. My son was dealing with some things mentally, going through a lot of stress and all the things.
Oh, your
That's my
volume.
child, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my child is
Oh, her somebody's calling her phone.
Yeah.
So we can't. It went out. Dang it.
It was getting good.
Dang it. Once they call your phone, it messes
That's so-
everything all up. Oh man. Well, all right, she got to go back in anyway because currently she's at work. So, dang it. Yeah, she got, let me see. Yeah, no, she got taken out. All right, so I want to say this to Brenda because we're going to go ahead and end this because I am going to come right back. I got somebody else getting on with me at 12 Nurse. So, if you know somebody in the medical profession, I'm getting back on in a few minutes. We're going to end this so that I'll be able to clip this video up later. Brenda Hill, rather, if you want to get started, my link is scrolling across the page, right? It's patchandpaid2.com. I'm going to tell you right now that I strongly suggest everyone become an ambassador and get your $12.99 pack. We just told you how you can pre-sell. We just told you how you can, and Melissa, yes, my girl from Philly, she's a hairstylist, a salon owner, Melissa Pinnick. We went to beauty school together, and I also called her multiple times when I first started going to Philly. She ain't come in yet. Melissa, Janet, tell Melissa what to do.
Hit her link, sign up, get your $12.99 pack, and if you're a hairstylist, I promise you're gonna change some lives.
In the salon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm not in the salon, so I don't have that advantage. But baby, if I was in the salon, I'd probably be doing a $25.99 pack every week.
Yeah.
Every week. I have multiple hairstylists that there are some people that came in with a $12.99 pack. They're not on Facebook. They came in with a $12.99 last month. Y'all don't even know about them.
Right.
Y'all don't even know about them. And I done been to Philly, I don't know how many times to show people what to do in Philly. Come on, Philly is already up and running now, right? They up and running, and don't be tardy to the party. Don't be tardy to the party. So if you're on Janet's page, use Janet's link, enhancement. Oh, I'm an ambassador. Okay. Enhancement. And her spelling of that is MEANT at the end. Okay. Enhancement.com. Or if you were invited by someone, Tanya's back, y'all. If you were invited by someone.
She's back.
Oh, she said, I always put her on blast. No, I don't want you to miss this the same way I didn't want Panya to miss this. So, Panya, you were talking about your son. Come on, let's talk about that before you got to go in.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now. You can't hear us? We can hear you.
Hold on.
I think it went through your car. It sounds like it connected to your the car.
Can you hear me at all?
We can hear you.
No?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm
Yes.
just going to finish what I was saying.
Okay.
I can't hear y'all. I don't know why. But my
Okay.
son, I gave him the patches, right? I patched them. And for my child, he texts me. And I said, how are you feeling? He said, the patch is working. I said, okay. He said, I have a calmness now. I'm not stressed. Then he texts me later, can I get some more patches? So I know, listen, that's major for my child, right? So I had to come back on here. I don't know what happened. I had a phone call that came through and knocked everything off. But I wanted to finish that to let you know it works. So all I'm going to say is get to Memphis next weekend, 15, 16. Nina will be there, the queen of wellness herself, and we changing some more lives. Now, I got to go, Nina. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you for coming back on. So y'all heard it. Listen, Janet Reese, congratulations on
Thank
VP.
you. Thank you.
I already know. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see you cross the stage. That's
It's gonna
so
be exciting.
I cannot wait to see you cross the stage and just life changing. Everything that's happening.
Right. It
was
is.
life-changing.
And I thank you.
You start watch and so many of the team, you know, that have never had any level of success in this
Right.
industry. And it's crazy because it doesn't really feel like this industry, like it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
But Chris Courtenay is gonna walk the stage, Tracy's gonna walk the stage, Deborah McCulley, like all of the people on our team, you know, from senior associates on up, like you guys are gonna, you know, Tammy Clark, you know, don't settle for where you're at right now. The whole focus is that you go and patch somebody. Go and put a patch on someone and get to a city. Don't be like, oh, well, you know, I come all the way to Memphis. You can't come 3 hours. You can't come 2 hours. Get there. You know, if you see an event in Atlanta and you're within 2 hours, get here. Get here. Janet, if you decide you're going to spend the night, you can stay here when you come to the Atlanta event on the 18th. Okay. We got to get right down here. So you don't have to drive back and you don't have to get a hotel room. So you can stay here. And, so yeah, you guys get there. Because if I can come all of that way and you're an hour or 2 hours or 3 hour away, come to where I'm at. Because I am one person and I cannot come to every city. Okay. But I'm trying to come close. I'm trying to come to where Mississippi now, Arkansas, right? Nashville, all of y'all can come to Memphis and you need to get here. All right. You need to get here. And so Dallas, Texas. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to be patching in Dallas, Texas on Thursday, November 20th, because I'm going in a day early for our leadership retreat. So you're going to be able to come see me at the hotel and I'm going to be patching in Dallas, Texas. Right? I know a lot of people been like, Nina, come to Dallas, come to Dallas, come to Dallas, come to Dallas. I am coming to Dallas, Texas. All right. November 20th, Thursday, November 20th. And I will be patching. All right. And I will be patching. So thank you, Janet, for getting on here. Congratulations on all of your success. I can't wait to see your team is going to rock this month. All right. We're over. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
All right. Bye.